And we're back with another short little video, and what we're going to do this time is we're going to look at this thing here. And when it opens, as you can see, it's called the Iomi Backupper. It comes in two versions, the freeware version, which is the standard version, and the professional version, which you have to pay a little bit more money for. Now, our hypothetical friend isn't going to want the professional version, so we're going to say that the standard version is good enough for him because it will do everything he wants to do. So, let's have a quick look. If we look through backup, what we can see is it does everything that Windows does. So, we can create an image of the system. We can create an image of the entire disk if we want. We can back up partitions. We can back up files. And we can synchronize files so that they save automatically whenever we change them. We don't want to do any of that really. We want to back up the Windows system as it is. So, what we can do, instead of using a system image on a disk, is we can actually clone the disk. And the advantage in cloning a disk is that we can extract certain files. It's not often that Windows goes corrupt entirely, and it's not often that we'll have to reinstall the entire of Windows. So, if we take a clone, what we can do is we can replace files and folders that the user has accidentally deleted or overwritten or in some way managed to wreck, and we can replace those files directly, and it's much quicker than having to actually reinstall Windows. We can clone in this an entire disk. There are multiple partitions on that disk and we don't really want them, so let's come out of that. We can clone the system, which we don't really want to do. That'll take a long time and we'll still not get what we want. We can clone a partition. Now this is a better option for our hypothetical friend, because when we clone the partition, what we can do is we can go into the backup and we can extract files, folders, anything we want to. So if he does ruin something, we can just restore it instantly to what it was. So, the partition I want to clone is C Windows. So I select that and I click Next. I want to put it on the external hard drive, the Mac store, so I select that and I click Next. What will happen here is that it will reformat the Mac store drive. So it's telling me that it's going to do that, and it's asking me if I want to back up any data that's already on there. Very thoughtful, that. There's no data on there that I actually want to keep, so click Yes. Off we go, and now it's asking me to confirm. So, I'm taking partition C Windows in NTFS format, and I'm putting it on F Mac Store NTFS format. Down here, there's a sector by sector clone, and what this does, put on the question mark, it's self-explanatory really. It clones all the sectors, no matter if it is used or not, even if the sector is blank or a logically bad sector, and so will take longer time. We don't really want to do that. All we're going to do is replace files and folders. So, keep that unchecked. Now this one's important as well. Align partition to optimize for SSD. Don't do that if you're using a hard drive, it just doesn't work. So, start the clone. Now what it's doing is it's checking how much space I've got on that hard drive. It'll find that I've got plenty. There's a terabyte on there, and this is not all that big really. So, it's getting it ready. And there's a thoughtful little thing here. I'm really impressed with this. It says on completion, shut down PC. Now, to clone the whole disk, by experience, takes about 5 hours. So what we could do is we could set it off as we go to bed, tick that box, and it'll shut the whole PC down for us when it's finished doing it. And in the morning we just get up, switch the PC back on and check that it's done what it needs to do. However, However, in this case we don't need to do that because the time it's going to take to do this is only 1 hour. We can still use the computer while it's doing this, and just to prove it, I'm going to read Dilbert for a bit. There we go. So, what have we got left? About an hour. So I'm going to switch the camera off, and I'm going to come back when we've got 2 or 3 minutes remaining, and we'll see what happens after that. Well, going back a lot later than I expected to this, but never mind, we can see what's happened. The partition, the cloning has completed successfully, as it says there. So, let's see what we've got on that F disk. And you can see that the formatting has been changed. It no longer says Maxtor F, it says Windows F. And if we open it, what we've actually got should be a perfect clone of what's on the C disk. So, let's see, shall we? And it looks like a good one. So then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Circuit Maker here. That'll do. Okay. I'm not going to bother saving that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the C disk where my Windows system resides, and I'm going to break Circuit Maker. And the way I'm going to break Circuit Maker is I'm going to take everything inside it and I'm going to delete the lot. And that would be a fairly normal way to break something on Windows. So let's see if Circuit Maker will open now. Not at all. I'm now going to do this. The backup I've taken, I'm going to take Circuit Maker and I'm going to copy it and paste it back to my C disk. And hopefully what I'll have got here is Circuit Maker reconstructed. Looks pretty good. See what happens. Excellent. Well, let's do the same with something else just to prove it. Okay, so what have I got? Let's go into the program files. Got a folder there for I know, we'll get rid of the IDOS one. Don't really need it. It doesn't matter if it breaks actually, but so. Okay, continue. And we're going to get rid of it. It's gone. But if I look in here, it's still there on my backup. So all I have to do now is this. And there it is. It's coming back. And that's the general advantage to doing it this way. We can actually restore file by file, rather than having to restore the entire system all the time. So there we have it. All we did was we took a clone, we took a partition of that clone, and we copied the Windows system over that way, file by file and folder by folder. Easy. And that's definitely something we need to be recommending to our hypothetical friend.